Today is day 5 of Psych 365 or 365 days of psychology. And this presentation every day is based upon the book 365 Days of Psychology by Daly, which was published in 2024. My name is Liz Wright, and I will talk about what the book talks about, but also add lots of other information as well. So today's topic is the fact that the scientific method is what separates psychology from our roots in philosophy. Psychologists are going to gather data to support and refute their hypotheses, and then use statistical methods to draw conclusions and build theories. So if people are taking psychology in college courses, if people are psychology majors, they will be taking courses in research methods and statistics. And it's useful for all of us to understand how research is done because we are presented with information regarding research methods, research done by other people throughout our lives. Throughout our days, really. So if you're reading an article on the internet, or if you are watching, a news source, they'll talk about studies that have been done. And so as a person who has finished an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, you should be able to have the scientific understanding and the mathematical understanding to look at that primary source, that actual article that was written, and to make some conclusions about it. Think about, can the results from this study be generalized or broadened to people who were not participating in the study? So as psychologists, we are also scientists, and we are going to be using the experimental methods. We're using surveys, case studies, observations in order to gather data to support or refute our hypotheses. Now, some research or some psychologists specifically go into research. They either work as a faculty member and a researcher, or they work as a researcher maybe for specific companies, or they have a grant to do research, whereas other folks maybe are working as a clinician. And having the background in research is going to be important, because if you're a clinician, you need to be able to read and understand the most recent research relating to how or the best practices for treating your clients. And so we want to make sure as clinicians that we are using those best practices, that we know how to understand the articles. And that's why it's important for us to have that background in science, even if we decide that we're never going to do a research study ourselves. So this is why psychology departments will require students to take courses in research design and also in statistics, so that when they finish their courses, they are at the least capable of understanding whether or not research results that are being presented are good science. That was today's Psych 365. I'll talk to you tomorrow.